Hi, welcome back. So, here's the thing. At some point, I realized that I have this pattern, and maybe you do too. Whenever something goes wrong, whenever there's tension, a conflict, or discomfort, suddenly I abandon myself. Like clockwork. One argument, one unexpected problem, one off week, and I stop. I stop doing the things that make me feel good. I stop my routines. I stop taking care of myself. And I stop being present. It's almost like my brain says, okay, well, this feels terrible, so I guess we'll just sit here and marinate in it until the situation fixes itself. And I never really questioned that before. It just felt normal. Of course, I'm not okay right now, but lately I've been wondering, why do I let external circumstances dictate how I treat myself? Why do I hand over that much power? Like, why does an argument get to decide if I drink water today? Or why does someone else's mood get to determine whether I go for a walk or not? Or even why does one bad moment get to shut down everything good I've built for myself? And the answer, honestly, is I don't know. I think a lot of us never stop to question it. We just assume we can't feel good until everything around us feels good. That peace will come after the problem is solved, and that we can't be okay until the situation is okay. But what if that's not true? What if peace isn't on the other side of a resolved problem? What if peace is built right here inside the problem? And I know that sounds idealistic, but think about it. Life is always going to give us problems. Things are always going to feel a little messy, a little uncertain. So if I only take care of myself when things are perfect, well, then I'm barely going to take care of myself at all. And that's not the life I want. Because here's what I know for sure. A relationship can be in a rough patch, work can be stressful, plans can fall apart, and people can misunderstand me. And through all of that, I still deserve to treat myself with care. Not after the chaos passes, not once the argument is resolved, and not someday when everything's calm again. But now, in the middle of the noise, in the middle of the discomfort, in the middle of the doubt. That's where real self-commitment begins. And I'm not saying it's easy. Trust me, I've been living this lesson lately. There are days where I don't want to show up, where my brain is so wrapped up in the problem that the idea of doing something good for myself feels impossible. But here's the shift I'm practicing. Instead of waiting for the problem to go away, I just keep showing up anyway. Not perfectly, not all at once. Sometimes it's as simple as standing up and opening a window, or drinking a glass of water, or making the bed. Tiny things, things that remind me, hey, you're still here, you still matter. Because when I'm going through something difficult, what I need most is not to abandon myself. What I need most is to stay with myself. And maybe that's the only real practice worth focusing on. Not chasing constant happiness, not waiting for the day when nothing goes wrong, but learning how to hold yourself steady when things do. Because that's life. It's unpredictable, it's uncomfortable, and it's imperfect. And my commitment to myself cannot depend on how perfect the world is. It has to be unconditional. So these days, that's what I'm working on. Keeping my promises to myself, whether or not the day goes the way I want it to, caring for myself, whether or not I feel like it, and showing up, whether or not anyone else does. And maybe that's the real definition of peace. Not the absence of problems, but the presence of self-respect. And I know, that might not sound as exciting as some big dramatic life hack. But honestly, it's kind of everything. Thanks for being here. Until next time, take care.